Well, it was bound to happen. As many of you are aware, not only do I have one of the largest YouTube channels in the world, but I also am one of the most respected presences on Twitter, on that other platform too, which some of us call X. And the reason I say this is because recently I left what I thought would be a relatively innocuous post, a periodical that I follow with some interest, the Weekly World News. And the reason I follow the Weekly World News is because I'm about to get my information from corporate controlled media. I want to get my information from journalists who I respect and trust. And so, pretty much it's Weekly World News because I like to stay informed and I like to do my own research. And so when I left a comment on one of their stories, which is just, like when I'm on Twitter, what I try to do is just, as soon as I have a think of my brain, I just put it right on and don't even stop myself from putting it on there. Just put it right on there because people like it when you don't filter yourself at all. And so I was really surprised when I saw the tweet kind of taken off from me, because I just would not have thought that many people would be interested in any comment that I made about the vegetable drawer in a refrigerator. But they seemed to really like it. And I was like, this is a pretty good tweet for me. I should probably do some investigations into why this is so successful. So I did, because as you know of my curiosity mind, that's what happens. Can't stop it. Just keep on of thinking. And so I looked into it and I discovered with some excitement that tweet had a 100% view to like rate. That means that every single person that saw that tweet liked it. And I was like, well, that's kind of interesting as well. So I should probably dig into this a little bit further. And so I did. And that's when I discovered, also with some degree of surprise, that almost every single person that liked that tweet happened to be a very attractive young lady who also happened to have extremely large boobies. But I mean, I didn't notice it much, just a little bit out of the corner of my eye because I'm a gentleman. And also I didn't notice the boobies for sex stuff. Notice it for scientific things. Because I was like, scientifically, I think it's interesting that it appears that liking this tweet has a direct correlation to the size of your breasts. And also I noticed it for concern of my followers, concern of people that like what I tweet, because I saw this young lady here, and I think she's taking steroids because her pectorals seem strangely overdeveloped. So I mean, I don't know, steroids are bad for you. But regardless of that, I was like, well, what am I going to do with this information now that I have collected the data? And I thought about it, like, Donnie, got to think of what to do. And then I realized I have to sell out as soon as possible. Basically, I have to cash in on this idea immediately because I need the money. And so if you are an advertiser and you're trying to reach out and touch an audience like this, because I mean, I think a lot of people want to reach out and touch an audience of 25-year-old young women who have very low body fat and very large breasts. If that's the kind of audience that you want to reach out and touch, frankly, I mean, I'm the spokesman you're looking for. I am the key to your problems of solutions. And it's because women find me irresistible. And I think it's mostly because of brain stuff and what happens when I'm do so many thoughts of it that happen, and then when they come out and then I put them down, and they're just like, and that's and so I don't know what you would want to sell them, sexy underwear or like some kind of food product that they eat, though they don't seem to eat very much. She's looking at me the way that a dog looks at somebody who's making bacon. Or like a hair or face thing. I mean, frankly, I don't even know what they buy because I've never really met one in real life. But they are waiting to hear from me. Like, I mean, I see this in the profiles. I looked it up. Amber wait me, Valentina wait me, Harper wait me. They're just waiting for me. So there's also a safety consideration here because frankly, I'm a little concerned that they're not doing anything else because there's hardly any posts on these accounts. And I think they're just waiting to hear from me. And I don't know what to say. This happens to me all the time when there's large breasts involved. And so, I mean, I really hope someone out there is going to get in contact with me so I can get some money for this as soon as possible and get these ladies out of the house and back to their normal lives, hopefully with all of us being a little bit better off financially.